Alright, hello folks. This video will be on the turnover pass. First thing I want to do is go over the basics of the pass. Okay, so the pass in itself is the idea of cutting a deck of cards under cover of your hands. Okay, so most of the time if you want to cut a deck, you'll set it down on your table and you'll go like this and you'll cut it like that, which is very hard to hide. Or you'll do it like this, which again is very hard to hide, or you might do a fancy Charlier cut, which again is very hard to hide. So the pass then brings in the idea of cutting the deck of cards under cover of your hands very, very quickly. Okay, so it's hard to do this exposed. There you go, that's what it looks like. Okay, I'll show you from a different angle here. It looks like that. That's cutting the deck of cards. That's the pass. The way you accomplish this is you stick your finger on the side of the deck, just like this, wherever you want to cut it, and then you bring your other hand over top. So right now everything looks natural, okay? But you've got a giant break here with your pinky. This is not a typical pinky break, okay? This would be a typical pinky break, where the flesh of your pinky is just keeping that deck open the slightest bit. With the pass, you actually want to get your whole finger inside the deck, okay? Because what you want to do is be able to pivot those cards up just with the grip that you have between your pinky and ring finger. Okay. So you're having, or you hold the deck like this. You bring the other hand over top. Okay, there's two grips. I should talk about these first. Here's mechanics grip, which is where you have your index finger on the front of the deck, fingers on the side of the deck, and thumb running along the edge of the deck. That's mechanics grip. Second grip is biddle grip, which is where you have your finger curled on top of the deck, thumb on the back, fingers on the front of the deck. That's biddle. So you're holding the deck mechanics grip in one hand, biddle grip in the other hand. Okay, so I want to show you exactly what kind of grip I have on this deck here. Fingers are on the side, or fingers of the left hand are on the side, except for the index finger, which is on the front. Thumb is running along this side of the deck. Index finger of the right hand is curled on the top. Other fingers are on the front. Thumb is on the back. Okay, so that's the position here. Now you're going to get your finger, your left hand pinky finger, right into the deck there, under cover of the hand which is doing the biddle grip. Okay, you can't see, my little finger is missing. Excuse me. I have a cold, you'll have to bear with me. Okay, so then we're going to lever this pack up with the pinky and the index finger. We're going to push it up. So it's going to go like this to the side under cover of this hand. Okay? It probably will rub against your hand, and it'll be a little difficult at first, but eventually you'll just learn to deal with it. Okay, so it comes out like this, and then you're going to pull it down. But you don't want to pull it down all the way, because then you're going to wind up with something that looks like this. Okay, well, you may not be able to tell exactly what I'm doing. It's going to look like I'm doing something. Okay? So then what you want to do is you want to pull it down just a little bit, and then you take your index finger and you put it on the front of the deck, and you're going to use your middle finger then to pivot this side of the deck up. This is really hard to do exposed. You're going to pivot that side of the deck up. So what you're doing is you're pulling this one down a little bit and this one up. And then you lay this half down again, put this half back on top of it. Okay, so that's how you're cutting the deck. Once you get it at a decent speed, it just happens so fast. I mean, I'll show you this from the side. It just, bam, done. Okay? And you never want to draw attention to it. Just because it's hidden doesn't mean you don't need misdirection. Your hands look awkward when you do it. Okay, I just did it there again. Here, I'll show you one more time. So that's what it looks like. It's not perfect by any means, so you need misdirection. Good misdirection is moving to the side. Okay, so if you start here, and then you do the pass as you come over, it's harder to tell there. I'll show you that again. You start here, do the pass as you come over, done. That's a very good way to misdirect here. Okay, so that's the pass. That's the classic pass. So a way you could use that is, say, two of spades in the middle of the deck. As I go like this, you get your pinky in the side of the deck. And then you lift, pivot, and place, and now the two is on top of the deck. So a way that would look in a trick with the ambitious cards, you could say here, ace of spades. I really want to show you how the ace of spades rises to the top, but it's hard to show you because it just happens so fast. So I'll leave it face up so you can really see the ace rising to the top of the deck. And just in that, it's already done. I mean, the ace is already on top of the deck. Just like that. You could work that into an ambitious card if you wanted. Okay, so that's the classic pass. Now the turnover pass, excuse me again, accomplishes the same thing, but it's done, the cover is no longer turning to the side or anything like that. The cover is turning over the deck. And the mechanics behind the pass is a little different. Okay, so you're going to start off the same way with biddle grip, mechanics grip, finger jammed in the side of the deck. And now you're going to start to, instead of pivoting the top portion off of the deck and around, you're going to pivot the bottom portion, okay? So you start off like this, you're going to go like this, and pull down the bottom portion, put your pinky on the other side of the deck and your index finger, so you have complete control of the bottom half of the deck with the hand on the bottom of the deck, which would be your left hand. Okay, so now I can move that deck anywhere I want under cover of my hand, okay? And where you're going to put it is right here. You're just going to pivot right clear of the deck, and as soon as it clears the deck, you're going to grab onto it with your pinky and the ball of your thumb. Okay, so this is what it looks like from the front. This is what it looks like from below. This is what it looks like from the right side, from the left side. But from the top, you can't see it because the deck is right here. It's underneath my fingers. And then you're going to bring your hand back underneath the deck, cupping these cards, and now you're going to turn over what looks like the deck. So your index finger comes all the way to this side and starts to turn it over. As it turns it over, you'll notice that the two halves of the deck come almost perfectly together, and you finish turning over the deck. Just like that. Okay, so you're here. You pivot these cards up, pinch them, flip the top half of the deck, combine the halves, and finish the flip. Okay, so it looks something like this. We have the two of hearts in the middle of the deck. If I want to get it to the bottom, which I'm going to do here, I want to get a break below the two of hearts. So we have the two of hearts here in the middle of the deck, but just like that, now for some reason the two of hearts is on the bottom of the deck. It's because I passed it to the bottom. I did a turnover pass. And the way I did that, again, I'll show you again. We have the eight of hearts. I get a break below the eight of hearts. We go like this. Okay, so now the eight of hearts is here. And there we go. Eight of hearts. Okay, so that's the turnover pass. So the way that works into the ambitious card, if you haven't watched that video, I recommend you do. The way that works into there is you say, here we have the 10 of, or sorry, we hold the deck face up and we say, here we have the 10 of hearts. You get a break below the 10 of hearts, do your turnover pass, and that gets the 10 of hearts to the top of the deck. The passes will take you a lot of practice, and they're not that easy to get the hang of, but they're one of those things, once you have the hang of them, it just comes so natural. I mean, you'll be able to sit there doing classic passes over and over and over, and again, while people might notice you're doing something funny, they won't notice exactly what you're doing. The only way they'll notice is if you're standing there showing them like this, and they see that card disappear. So, practice these a lot. I mean, I've been doing the pass for a good 5 years now, and I'm still nowhere near perfect at it by any means. So practice it, have fun with it, do whatever you want. Working it into the ambitious card, it works beautifully in there. And thanks very much for watching my video.